Hi, welcome to Rose Opal Knits, a crafty channel.
This is episode 132 and I'm Daphne.
And I'm Erica, and we are a mother-in-law, daughter-in-law duo from Delaware. So hey, how you doing? Welcome. If you're returning, thank you so much for choosing to spend some more of your precious free time with us. And if you're new here, we hope you stick around and you like what you see and you consider subscribing. Like I said, this is a crafty channel, and today is our knitting. Do you have any crochet?
No.
Just a knitting update. I don't have any crochet either today. But we do have some finishes and some cast-ons, right? Did you cast anything
I didn't
on?
cast anything on.
I did.
Oh, yes, I did. I'm literally wearing it.
Yeah. But before we get into the nitty goodness, we're just going to tell you a little bit about ourselves in case you are new here. Like I said, we are a mother-in-law, daughter-in-law duo from Delaware, and I'm the mother-in-law. I'm married to my high school sweetheart. We have 4 children, 3 boys. Holden is 28, Thomas is 21, and Ralph is 16, and our daughter Mary Rose is 8.
I'm married to her oldest. We also have 4 kids. Mason is 6, Paisley is 4, Theo is 3, and Isaac is 1.5.
Mm-hmm.
We have a dog named Torch.
Yep. And we're both homeschooling families, and we love to knit, crochet. I love to cross stitch.
I need a cross stitch.
Yeah.
It's hard to.
Mm-hmm. I know you say you're going to a lot, and then you're like, yeah, I probably won't, but I want to. Yeah.
I want to, but then I have to put my stuff at the table, and then I have a baby that likes to grab everything that he's not supposed to, and he likes to climb on top of the table and just sit on it. So.
Yeah. I feel like I have gotten more cross stitching done since you guys moved out.
Because you don't have to worry about
Little kids
coming
yeah.
and grabbing it, because he would come over to your spot and climb in your seat too.
Yeah.
This is why I don't cross stitch. I have somebody to cross stitch, but never happens.
Yeah. Also there are links below to our Ravelry project pages, our website where we have a blog with some free patterns, our spread shop where we have merch, our Discord group where we host all our knit-alongs and make-alongs. It's free to join, so please join us there. We currently had a knit-along end, and we have a make-along that started today, and we'll talk about both of those in just a moment. But what else do we have? We have a Ko-Fi link, which if you donate, it helps us pay for prizes and shipping of those prizes. And that's really what makes it possible for us to, be able to host so many make-alongs and knit-alongs. And any shops with discount codes, any makers that we discuss that have YouTube channels, I try to remember to put those there. And anything else?
I don't think so.
Okay.
Sounds like all of it. You want to know the day? Today is February 15th, and it's 3:03.
Yep. And did we pull? We didn't pull. Hold on 1 second. All right, so we had pulled winners, but we forgot to pull the prizes. About our knit-along that ended, it was a year with Andrea Mowry, Drea Renee Knits patterns, and we have pulled 3 pattern winners from participation pictures, and 2 physical prize winners from finished objects. So the pattern winners, we'll also pop it up on the screen, are Joe, Renee, Ma Nest, and The Random Life of Katie. So congratulations. If you please contact us either on the Rose Opal Knits Instagram direct message or Discord. We will, or at our Gmail.
I was going to say, why not email?
Yeah, roseopalknits@gmail.com. We will get you your patterns, up to $10 US. And here, okay, I feel out of practice for some reason. Didn't we just do this a week ago? And then our winners, our physical winners are Netting Knitter, should be on the screen, and Cafe Bean Counter, I think it's Knits, Jessica. So we'll show you what you ladies won. This is going to Netting Knitter, this beautiful Cascade yarns that
Cascade 220.
That was donated, and fingering, Cascade 220 fingering that was donated to the
Oh, don't swing it so much.
Don't want it to come undone.
I'll fix it in a second.
All right, and then these two are going to Jessica.
All right, so it's Stroll, Tweed, fingering, and the Atlantis Heather, and then this one, Wisdom Yarns Poem Sock.
It's like a striping, I think.
Color.
Oops.
Aurora Borealis. I would struggle. I have to like slow down to say that.
Yeah.
So funny.
So we will get these in the mail as soon as we can, and we also still have 2 physical prizes to send out from the last giveaways that we did. It was one of the make along winners, and then one of the Holly Press Fiber winners. So we will get them all in the mail at the same time.
It's driving me crazy looking at it.
And my hair's driving me crazy. I'm gonna have to put it up. But yeah, so thank you so much for knitting along with us, and we really appreciate it. And to those of you who have donated to the podcast, we really appreciate it. We've just cleared out the prize bin.
I think we have 2 skeins of palette.
Oh,
in the current
two balls of palette left.
Oh.
Yep. So if you're a maker and you would like to donate to the prize bucket, is right here.
It literally has Ziploc bags in there right now to protect the yarn even more.
And or if you just would like to donate to help us, you know, give out prizes, we truly appreciate it, and thank you. So we have a new year-long make-along starting today, and it is the year of Colorwork, right? And that's for knitting and crochet. It's for new projects, so anything that's cast on today or later, and it's for stranded colorwork, mosaic, and intarsia is what I put in the Discord channel. And so we will pull prizes after the make along ends. So you've got all year to post your pictures, you know, tell us what you're going to cast on, or, you know, start. If you're crocheting, you don't cast on, right? And then show us your progress, and then put your finished objects all in the same text channel in the Discord group. I think it's actually technically called a Discord server, but I just call it a Discord group. And we have kids coming up.
I can't tell where they're at. Yes.
Yes. All right.
What are you buying?
Sorry about that. We were interrupted by the 3-year-old.
Theo needed a snack. I brought snacks. I brought veggie straws. So, and he knew I brought them.
Yeah.
So he wanted them. I guess they couldn't find them.
And so what was I saying? Well, all the information for the make along is in the Discord text channel, and but winners will be picked from, like, progress photos will be pattern winners, and then there will be finished object physical prize winners, and it says right in the text channel. Okay, so Yeah, and the amount of winners will just depend on how many, participants there are, and how many donations we receive and that kind of stuff. So, but that you've got a whole year. You've got a whole year to join us.
We'll figure it out by then too.
Mm-hmm, yep. But we also have another one that's going on, and that just join the group.
Good luck.
Yeah, join the group and find out about that.
We got plenty happening.
Yeah,
but you literally have to be in the group to even enter any of them.
Mm-hmm.
So
yeah.
And we've talked about it so many times.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Just go look.
And we probably just need to get through this episode today.
Yeah.
All right, so let's get into what we're wearing. I'll go first because mine's a lot older.
Yeah.
All right. And I don't remember what it's called, but it'll be on the screen. And I held 3 yarns together, two strands of Lion Brand can't say it. Mandala in the Sirens colorway, and 1 strand of Lion Brand Pound of Love in black. And I've got a project I'm knitting with those yarns, and I'll show that later. But it's a cardigan. It was originally a cardigan, and it kept falling off my shoulders. So I just seamed it up the middle. And it's really warm because it's all acrylic. And it's like stripes all the way down. I don't know. But there it is. And I have a t-shirt under it. And the sleeves are a little short. So you see my t-shirt sticking out.
Well, you made it with it being a cardigan. So once you seamed it, I'm sure it made it so the sleeves don't fit the same.
I want to say that they were, like, the pattern suggested that they be a little shorter, but I can't say that for sure. I know it's an Ashley Lillis pattern. I just can't remember the name, but it will have already been on the screen. So, all right.
All right, I'm wearing the holiday slipover, which I talked about last time, but this was not the yarn I was going to make it in. So, I was going to make it in that citron color, literally matches my top. This was the inspiration behind the color of the yarn, actually.
Did the picture come this way?
I'm coming. Anyways, so I was gonna knit out of that yarn thinking the pattern was worsted weight. It was not. It was Aran plus a lace. So I had this yarn and I knit it. I guess I'll turn all the way around if you really want to see the back. So it is like a high-low split bit there, hem, that's what it's called. So I knit the smallest size, I believe it's an extra small, on a US 13 and a US 15. I forget those millimeters. I should have looked. I did not. But recommended needles, small size. And the yarns are, I held 2 strands of the Knitting for Olive double merino, which they don't carry this yarn anymore. Like, it's discontinued, and it was in the gray color, the lighter gray color. So 2 strands of that, and then 2 strands of Hobby Diablo in a blue, which is the yarn I used to knit the chunky souffle, and I did not like the way it fit, so I ripped it out, and I knit this instead.
So do you have more of that left?
Barely.
Barely. Oh,
Barely.
okay. So
because I was just using 1 strand of each, so I doubled it completely for this. So I used pretty much all of it. I have like a little bit left, probably like all together. So this yarn, I did not undo the mohair. I didn't separate them. Literally just frogged the sweater and left them together, and then
held those
together.
Okay.
So it's 4 strands, but it was DK and DK, and then 2 mohairs. Basically, is what mine worked up as. But I did not catch. I did check gauge.
Did you?
Not after I blocked it though. I had 9 stitches. It's supposed to be 10.
Oh, okay.
So I had 9 stitches before blocking. I did not check after blocking.
How much it grew,
So,
yeah.
sure grew.
Yeah. It's cute. I like it.
Yeah. I like this more than the chunky souffle. And there's nothing wrong with it. I just don't think I picked the right pattern. So, I don't know. Something was off about it, and I never wore it. So I was like, that yarn is pretty. Let me knit something else. So,
yeah.
This is what it became.
Yeah. All right.
Oh, I have dates too. I started it on February 8th and finished it on the 11th.
Yeah. All right. So is that your...
This is my only finished object.
Okay. I have 1 finished object. So I'll go into that. It was held in this bag by Chair Stitch by Oli. And Ta-da! I finished the Max hot water bottle cover. This is the third one. So I was up here when I picked it up and finished it. So all three are done now, and they are able to finally be gifted.
I was going to show them better.
But I used all Malabrigo Rios. This is Malabrigo Rios Medusa, Malabrigo Rios Poseian, and that is Pisces, yep. I always want to say aquamarine, but I know that's not right. I think I have Rios in that color. That's why I think that. I followed the pattern for counts, but I cast on using a US 7, which is a 4.5 millimeter needle, and then I went up to an 8, which is a 5 millimeter needle, and I did some like extra increases here, which the pattern says that you can, to fit the water bottles that I have, and they fit just fine like this, but you can also like tuck them in like a little envelope close. But so I will be able to gift those, and I'm happy to have them done. They were easy to knit, but you know, I'm ready to like move on to other projects.
It was kind of long going, like between the three of them.
So I just had to get in the mood to knit it, and then when I picked one up, then I finished it. But
yeah,
I didn't want to knit them continuously. So
sounds like they're coming up here again.
Well,
I can't tell.
Let's just keep going.
How many whips?
They're downstairs with Ralph and with Chris
and Tom.
And Tom, that's right.
They're working on your couch.
How are they?
Yeah.
Oh, nice. We got a new couch. All right.
How many whips do you have?
1, 2, 3, 4. 4 whips.
Okay.
And
3.
Okay. And I have one that I'm going to frog and restart that I want to talk about too.
Oh, I know it.
Yeah.
I remember.
All right. So let's talk with a whip that you've all seen recently. So, we'll talk about this one. And this huge bag from Joanne is my Habitation Throw blanket. So this is what I'm using these yarns for.
There's so much more vibrant in this one.
Yeah, because they're not marled with the black. But I was doing 30 days of blanket knitting a day, and this is what I've done since the last time I showed it. I was down here, just started the black stripe, and since then I have knit that much.
That's a pretty good amount.
Yeah, I'm happy with that. So like I said, this is Lion Brand. Both are Lion Brand yarns. One's Mandala and Sirens, and the other one is Pound of Love and Black. I am using a US, can't read it, 10 and a half, which is a 6.5 millimeter needle. And I'm just using up the scraps and see what size blanket I get. But
Alright. None of my whips have been shown recently whatsoever. I don't even know the last time I've shown any of them, actually. But this one is in a Delightful Works bag. And this is the My Casual Jumper by Norgard Knits, I believe is what it is. It is only a 3-size pattern, so it's extra small, small, medium, large, and then extra large, extra large. That's how they're grouped together.
oh, okay.
And it's a very oversized, so it does technically fit a large range. So, but this is mine. And I was at that white marker there. So it is not the most fun to knit. I'm kind of bored of it. And there's not really any real reason for it. It's just so slow. There's so many stitches. It's on a US 8. I'm not having fun with it. It's kind of boring. Which is a shame because it's so pretty. I'm going to knit it no matter what. Whoops. And I do have yarn tags for once in my life, okay? So, the yarns. we got at the Yarn Maven semi-annual clearance sale last year at some point. I forget which one. I feel like it was the spring one, right? I mean, the summer one.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I bought it last year. But the first one, so I call it the main color. It's the Serdar Snuggly double knitting in the Whisper color. So it's like a purpley grayish color. It does have a purpliness to it, but you can't see it on camera. And then the pink mohair is the Rowan Conceal Caves, and I believe it's rose. Let me check. Yes, rose, number 6. The fabric doesn't show up true to color on camera, but it's really pretty. And I am excited for it. I'm in the body decreases right now, and then I have to do the split hem.
Oh.
It's really not that far. I think I'm on decrease number... I think I just finished 5 or 6. I don't know. I have to count. I don't know. I'm like halfway there with the decreases. And it's every 4th row that you decrease, so it's really not like that much knitting to get there, but like such a drag to knit this one. But yeah, you see this? Like this is the shoulder here, you know? So it literally goes down like half my arm basically.
Mm-hmm.
And this is the smallest size, so it would fit quite a large size, but wouldn't really get that ease that it necessarily recommends for the bigger sizes.
Mm-hmm.
But I didn't realize that when I bought it. But I'm like, too late, so I'm still gonna knit it.
Mm-hmm.
So, but it's been ongoing for a while. And that's one of the whips I went to finish this month.
Yeah.
Oh, that's happening. I'm so tired of it. I'll talk about why I don't think it's happening later, though.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay.
I got plans, okay? So this one might get set aside because I'm so bored with it.
Mm-hmm.
But it's like so close. It also has a gigantic I-cord, so the hem. So if you start here, the hem would be here, right? And then it would scoop down here, and then come back up here, and then scoop down again. So you have to work short rows. I don't know exactly how they're worked or anything, but I know they have to be short rows.
Mm-hmm.
Unless I'm decreasing. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm assuming it's short rows. But then, so that whole thing is an I-cord. And then I have to knit 2 sleeves and the I-cord wristband.
Mm-hmm.
It sounds terrible, and I don't want to do it.
Oh my goodness.
It does not sound like fun, and I don't know. I don't think I have a US 8 double point.
Mm.
I don't
do.
own double points, really.
I think I do.
I really don't have double points. I don't like using them at all.
Mm-hmm.
So, but when I have an I-cord, I like the double points.
Mm-hmm.
But
well,
I don't think I have an 8.
I'm pretty sure I do, so. I thought about it when you were talking, that I always forget to mention that is the habitation throw pattern that I'm knitting, but it's modified to use thicker yarn, and I have left out the eyelets, but everything else is the same. So I should just say that because I always forget to say it.
Yeah.
All right. So I'm going to talk about what I changed to. So I was loving my 30 minutes of blanket knitting a day, going by the temperature, and I could see in the beginning of the year, I saw myself doing it all year long until my blankets were finished. And then
January ended.
Yes, and February started, and for whatever reason, I kept recording the temperatures in my calendar, but I wasn't picking up my blankets to knit them. So then I kept feeling the itch to knit socks, but not focus on socks. So then I said, why am I doing this? Why don't I just switch to temperature knitting daily 30 on socks? So I made a new graphic. I'll pop it in right now. And so I didn't pick all the socks that I have on needles because I have quite a few socks on needles, but I picked my Love Story socks by Kay, the Crazy Sock Lady, and my mother-in-law's socks, which is like a ribbed pattern that I just kind of made up. And then I put in a new cast on pair of socks because I need more socks on needles for my husband, and then a new cast on for my son Ralph, And then I also added a my choice. So then I could pick from whatever socks I wanted to, if those numbers were, you know, the temperature or whatever. So that's what I did. And this week of temperature knitting socks, I was able to cast on the socks for my husband. But there's a story to go along with these socks. So I put them in my Valentine's Gnome bag. This is Red's Lady Create. It came as part of like a set with some Happy Mermaid yarn a couple years ago. And I pulled some yarn from my stash that I bought in a semi-annual clearance sale from the Yarn Maven.
I think it was the last one.
Which we do, by the way, link her website down in the description box. So this is Knitted Wit, the Apostle Islands National Lakeshore. It's 80% superwash merino and 20% nylon. I caked it up into 250-ish gram balls.
It's so pretty.
It is super pretty.
I remember that one.
Here
I like touched it after she had sat it down. She's like, no, I'm buying that. Took it out of my hand, basically.
And I cast them both on, well, I cast one on and then got it on this needle, and then cast the other one on, both on 9-inch circulars, and then worked them till I could put them on this needle together so I could knit them 2 at a time, magic loop. So I cast on 68 stitches on a US 2, which is a 2.75 millimeter needle. And I do that because to me, this yarn, this Knitted Wit, is plump, and it's kind of reminds me of like Patton's Croy and more like a sport weight. So that's why I knit it that way.
I think there's 400 yards to this.
Oh, okay.
I think that I was reading the back of the tag. I'm pretty sure it said 400, where like a normal skein of sock yarn would be
like 420 to 460.
I was about to say 4 something, like not just solid 400. So it's not necessarily a sport weight, but it leans more sport weight, so it's very plump. So the tight gauge on the US 1 doesn't work out for either of us. It's like armor, and it's not fun to knit. Yeah.
And so I cast them on, and my husband came home from work, and I was like, look, I started a new pair of socks for you. And he was like, which this is gonna make him sound grumpy. He said, like, I don't have enough. I said, well, you won't when you start wearing holes in your socks, because he does wear his socks.
But I knit him a lot of socks back to back.
Yeah. And so then I got to thinking about it, and I was like, you know what? My son Ralph said he wishes that he had more wool socks, and I
should have knit him some for Christmas.
He only has 1 pair. So I switched them over. These are going to be for Ralph, as well as another pair for Ralph. So Ralph's going to get 2 pairs. Chris isn't going to get any, but that's okay, because Daphne always knits him a pair for Father's Day and a pair for Christmas, so he'll still get socks.
He generally gets 2 pairs, whether it be Father's Day or his birthday.
Oh, that's
Christmas.
true. Yeah,
like,
that's true.
He at least gets 1 pair in one of those areas.
So, so these are still on my little chart as Chris's socks, but they're technically going to go to Ralph now. Do you want me to talk about my other?
Yeah, that's fine. I dropped a tag. Look, I'm trying to be responsible and not lose tags.
And then, and this, oh, it's the back. This is, I think it's like a lunch bag, but it's got knitting gnomes on it. My friend Julie gifted it to me years ago. I think she bought it from Amazon.
What's that? I thought she walked past it at Target.
Oh,
I feel like that's what I remember, but I could be wrong too. I don't know. Julie found it. Julie's funny.
So I did get a My Choice day, and so I pulled out these socks. I think the last time I showed them, this one had like the cuff completed, and this one was just cast on. It wasn't even joined in the round yet. So what I did was I worked this one on the 9-inch circular until it matched this one, and then I placed them on these this needle so I could knit 2 at a time, magic loop. And this is a 64 stitch sock on a US 1.5, which is a 2.5 millimeter needle. And these are for me. Do you mind holding them?
Yeah.
And they're going to be scrappy socks. Where's all my So right now I am currently using these balls. They were from a 20 gram mini willow tree yarn that I bought years ago.
Are you just knitting until you run out of that one?
No, I think I'm going to do 8 rounds.
Oh, okay.
I must have dropped the yarn that I used on the cuff is not in this bag, so I bet you it's downstairs under a chair. Like I bet you it fell on the floor. Now it's under a chair somewhere.
That's funny.
I'll need to look for that. And then I have other scraps in here that kind of match purples and blues. So both socks will have those in there. And I'll just repeat 8 rows. The heel will get a color. And then this darker purple up here, there's more to it. And if I need more scraps from my stash, I can get those.
I have purples and blues for
Yeah,
sure.
I do too.
I have so many purple socks, actually.
Do you?
Yeah, it's kind of a weird one.
Yeah, so these won't always be my choice, but they were my choice this time. So those are the 2 socks. I mean, I worked on other socks this week too, but only like 30 minutes, so I'm not showing them this time.
I worked on a pair of socks. These are in a Mountain State Stitches bag, and these are my husband's. So these are the ones I decided I wanted to finish this month because I had goals. I had 3 goals of finished objects. It was 1 pair of socks, the holiday slipover, and then the my casual jumper. So this sock was cast on forever ago. I believe it's 72 stitch on a US 1.5 2.5 millimeter needle. So this is where, whoops, you can't see that. I was at that flower, so I just had like, I think like 30 rounds on the toe. So I forgot a blocker. That was silly on my part. You don't have blockers
I
hanging
think
out?
they're in my bedroom actually.
Oh, okay. I was
Yeah,
gonna say.
sorry.
It won't even fit his foot anyways. It's so bright. So the green yarn is Lamb's Woman Knits in the green giant color. And I literally bought this for him. So it was just a 50 gram ball. So I'm hoping I can make it because I'm working with 50 grams.
Oh.
I'm literally working with a 50 gram and I don't know what this mini was from. I have so many random minis and I'm like, I don't know where I got this one. I just have it. So I don't know what this is. It doesn't have tags.
I think that
nothing.
came from my stash.
Did it?
I think so.
I don't know. I don't remember because yeah, I do that too. You know, when I was living with you, like,
and you'd be like, I don't know what goes with this yarn.
Yeah,
I'd be
and
like,
you're
let
like,
me
"Here, I
get
got
mine.
some."
Yeah,
I have some. I have a teal for a sweater cardigan that I want to knit too from you. So yeah, we did that a lot. But these are my yarns. It's very bright. It is like that bright in person. It's not as fluorescent, but it is that bright.
Did you
That makes
start the
sense.
second one?
Nope. This,
Okay.
This is where I'm at.
Uh,
After I finished
okay.
it, I literally finished it and stuck it in the bag and said, I'm not done.
Okay, gotcha.
But yeah.
All right.
I don't even know what I did. This was before I started writing down stuff on sticky notes too, so this is just on my phone, on my row counter app. So that's a hot mess.
I got the row counter app.
I love it.
I just got it, and I haven't really messed around with it a whole lot, but
I only have one more whip. It's also very bright.
I only have one more whip as well. So this is a new cast on for me. So Daphne cast on her holiday slipover, and Julie was casting, she had planned on casting on the holiday slipover and realized her yarn wasn't quite the right weight. And I thought about casting it on too, but I didn't have enough yarn in the right weight and enough yarns to, like, you know, hold together. So I decided to cast on one that I've had this pattern for a while, and I've had this yarn to knit this pattern with. So I don't know that I put it on my Make 9, but maybe I did. I can't remember. Did I?
I don't know.
I don't either. It's okay.
Here, I'll pull up it while you talk
Okay.
so we can look.
So I cast on Pousse Cafe by Thea, I don't know, Coleman, who I also am knitting her vodka straight up right now. All her knits are like cocktail names, I think.
That's funny.
And I am using Kelborn Woolen's Lucky Tweed. I only have 2 colors. The pattern calls for a main color and 2 contrast colors. But one of the contrast colors is just a little tiny bit. So I was fine with 2. So these are the 2 colors that I am using. And here is what I've completed so far. And I messed this pattern up. And I rolled with it.
No, I don't think you have that one on your Make 9.
Okay.
I don't see it at least.
So here it is. I cast on, I think, the 48 inch because, well, I didn't do a gauge swatch. I didn't want to do a gauge swatch. I just wanted to cast on, and I didn't want to risk it being too small. Like, I'd rather it be a little big than a little too small. So I just went with that. And, so here it is, and this is where I made the mistake. Because I was only using 2 colors and not 3 colors, I thought when I read the pattern that I had put the right colors in the right place, but I didn't. I knit them in the wrong spot. There's technically, like, this contrast color is supposed to have a line of color, I think, here. I'm not sure. Anyway, it doesn't look like the pattern, but I like the way it looks. It's like a little bit of color work and then a little bit of cabling. And it kind of turned out looking like not much anything. Like little, like in person, I kind of feel like they look like little butterflies.
I feel like it will once you block it too. Because I saw the butterflies too when you showed us.
Oh, okay.
So.
Yeah, so I kind of feel like, but you know, I'm good with it. And now I'm just in the stockinette stitch and I'm really enjoying it. And this is what has taken up the majority of my knitting time.
That's a good color.
Yeah. So I don't know. Now it's looking like real big.
I don't know.
I don't know.
If it does, knit it a little shorter. When you block it long a little bit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. We'll see. But anyway, I am knitting it on a US 10, which is a, I'm not sure actually.
6mm?
Is it?
Pretty sure.
That
That's
sounds
pretty
right. Yeah. Uh-huh.
The 10.5 is a 6.5.
Yeah. Yeah. Mm-hmm. And a 9 is 5.5 millimeters.
Yeah.
So yeah. So that is that fun new cast on. And
I just have one more. It's in this little tiny bag. I forget where it's from. It doesn't have a label on it either. It was on Etsy. I bought it years ago. I don't know what it is. But this is Holden's Musberg hat. I didn't get very far on it either. And like I said, it's very bright too. All of his stuff is, I guess. But that's where that stitch marker is. So I did like not even an inch.
oh.
Do you see that?
Yeah.
It's the only other thing I worked on, so I figured I should show it. I need to work on it more, so I feel like if I show it, I'm gonna be like, why is this on the needles? This is like from what, 2023?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
It's a Musselburgh!
Mm-hmm.
Why is it taking forever? So the yarn is, what is it? I dye unit or unit I dye?
Something
one of
like
those
that.
two.
Mm-hmm.
But it's just the neon yellow.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah.
I literally, he wanted it too, and I was like, oh, I don't have it.
Yeah. Oh, really? He asked for it?
Well, he's like, he wears the old top,
Yeah.
the old one, and the old one does not look neon yellow at all.
Yeah.
It's so gross.
It just looks dirty.
Well, he was, the job he was doing, his hands would get dirty, and then he would touch his hat, but now his hands aren't getting dirty, and he would like the hat,
Mm-hmm.
a hat to wear, so, and this one will be warm
Mm-hmm.
when I finish it. I think I'm almost halfway with this ball. I have the leftovers. I knit a different one, obviously. I knit the sock head forever ago. And then he's like, oh, can you knit me one of those bean hats? So the Musselburgh, you know, it like looks like a giant bean.
Mm-hmm.
So with the same yarn, so I went and ordered this again. So I have this and then the other little
of the other one. Oh,
bit
okay.
that I have.
Mm-hmm.
And I think I'm just going to knit it, all of it, into this. But obviously if it starts to get way too long, I'm going to stop. But he wants it
I mean, he might want a thick, like
I
a
think
wide
he
brown.
does. I
Yeah.
think he wants it
And maybe a
like
little bit of
real
slouch
warm.
too, or
You
something.
know, I don't
yeah.
know exactly what he wants.
Yeah.
I'll have to see. But I know this is the hat he wants. So I don't remember what size I'm knitting. So like I did it so long ago, I don't know what size it is.
Yeah.
But it is a US 3, which is a 3.25 millimeter. It's probably an adult large. Because he stretches them out so much.
Yeah.
So I'm sure it's an adult large.
Yeah.
I wouldn't do an extra large, I don't think, for him. Yeah.
All right, and so this is my Tale of Woe, but it kind of works out for our make-along. So in this bag by White Rose Fiber Co. is my Gear Up Slipover. It's on the screen. I'm sure I pronounced that incorrectly. And I pulled it out to work on it because I thought, well, you know, I have a Slipover on the needles. I'll just work on that one. And so somebody's not listening downstairs.
Well, they're messing with like a heavy thing, you know what I mean? So if they're not listening.
Yeah.
All of my kids are here too.
Chris,
all of them.
Chris said, "You did it again."
Yeah. They're probably not listening to what he's saying, obviously. But they're fine. No one's hurt.
So here it is, and I put it on a cable, and I tried it on, and it fits, but it didn't have like, and of course it's not been blocked yet. So, but it didn't really have any positive ease. It was like 0 positive ease, and so then I did gauge. I took gauge. Of course, it's not blocked, but I took gauge, and it's supposed to be 20 stitches for 4 inches. And I was getting 22 stitches for 4 inches. So it's knitting up a little smaller.
That's quite a bit, though. Too.
Yeah, than it's supposed to. And I think this one I was knitting, or I'm knitting the 44-inch bust size, which should be fine as long as it was within gauge.
The likelihood of it growing 2 full stitches.
Yeah.
Per 4 inches.
I mean, this is Barocco Ultra Wool DK, so it's 100% superwash merino. And then I actually think both of these are 100% superwash merinos too.
This one's cashmere, I'm pretty sure.
Oh, okay. But anyway, still, I was like, you know what? I'm just going to rip it out. I'm going to go up a needle size, and I'll probably just go up a size. Too.
Didn't you mess up in one section too? Like ever?
I did. I messed up the color work anyway. So this isn't actually the color work pattern of the pattern. So maybe this time I'll get the color work right and I won't have to fudge it. But anyway, it's really pretty. I like the yarns together, and I just got a long sleeve t-shirt in like this limey green color that I think would look really cute under it. So I want it finished.
It's pretty. The colors together are really pretty.
And sure, I could knit it and hope I lose like 15 pounds, but let's be real.
Don't do that.
It's probably not going to happen. So I'm just going to rip it out and cast it back on, and then it'll be like a new cast on for our year of color work. Not that I'm going to win any prizes, but you know, I'll just knit along with everyone else. So that's that.
All right. The reason I'm saying I don't know if I'm going to work on the My Casual jumper is because Theo has asked me to knit him a sweater at least 5 times. So I kind of need to knit him a sweater. So I'm probably going to use just stash yarn. I have a Yarn Bee red yarn that he would like. I forget exactly what it's called. I have a tag on one of them. I knit my ranunculus out of it. So I have 2 balls left. I'm pretty sure that's enough to knit him a sweater. He's 3. Should be plenty. If not, I can go get one, and if the dye lots are different, I'll figure it out. I'll have to helically knit. Don't want to do that, but it'll be fine. And I think I'm just going to knit the Petite Knits Holger sweater again, just because I already own the pattern, and I'm not going to do the color blocking stripey details. I'm just going to knit it in the red. So I think that's my plan. I think it's fine.
Yeah.
Maybe I should just go grab 1 ball of a different color and knit the stripes. And then just do the I'd probably do that. That would probably be a smarter bet.
Wait, so what kind? What
is the
brand?
Rustic Romantic?
Oh,
in
okay.
the
Yeah.
brick roads, I think is what it's called.
Well, you better get there before the blizzard happens.
Yeah.
Did you hear that?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
You told
heard
me.
that. Yeah. Yeah, of course you heard it. I told you. I don't know. They're saying we're supposed to get like a winter storm that's supposed to be like a blizzard, like between 11 and 20 inches.
Holden took off those 2 days.
Yeah, but not because of that.
No,
He'd
not because
already
of that.
took
He had been wanting to take 2 days off because we moved in December. I know it's February now, but we moved in December. Then Christmas happened. Then New Year's happened. Then we had a dog. And then birthdays happened. So it's just been kind of like already hectic. So he's like, I want a couple days off. And he has time.
Well,
so
he has time. Yeah,
he has time. So he's like, I'm going to just take 2 days off. I said, okay, do what you want.
Yeah.
If you want to take off, go ahead. Yeah. But yeah, so he decided to take off 2 days. So
yeah,
he's home 2 extra days.
Yeah, that's nice.
Oh, I also plan on casting on my halibut sweater.
Oh, okay. Well, for the Colorwork.
And I have the care sweater going. The halibut is by Caitlin Hunter. The care sweater is by Carabea, which I talked about last week.
Mm-hmm.
And I've talked about the halibut forever.
Mm-hmm.
On my Make 9, so it's care sweater.
Mm-hmm. I have a Colorwork KAL that's on my Make 9. I know that I want to knit this year as part of the Make Along.
Yeah.
So
I want to cast things on. But I can't cast both on at the same time. I need the same size needle.
Yeah.
So I need to knit the sweater so I can cast on the halibut.
Yeah. I need to work on...
I can't knit on my casual jumper.
My sister-in-law's cardigan. Because I'm not going to see her yet. So I knew there was like no rush for that. But yeah. So we'll be back probably in a week. 7 to 10 days-ish is like what we've been doing. And I will do a cross-stitch mid-February update, I think on Monday. I'll record it on Monday, so it probably won't go up to Tuesday or Wednesday. But if you made it this far, we appreciate it. I feel like it's been a hot mess today. But maybe that's just me.
I don't know.
Maybe my brain
out of it today
is
too.
just a hot mess.
Last night was a rough night. I had problems with outlets working. Oh no, it's weird. But then they ended up working. Yeah. I didn't do anything. I had to my baby monitor wasn't working. Thought the light switch just needed to be flipped to turn on the outlets in the room. No, it didn't work. So then I was like, dang it. So I had to go downstairs, check the fuse box. Nothing was popped or anything. So I was like, oh, well, whatever. Hopefully they don't wake up to their nightlight being out. Oh no, they woke up an hour later. So then they were awake from 1 to 1:30. Got it situated. Got them back in bed. And then Theo comes in my room and says, he's scared. And I was like, get into bed, lay down, go to sleep. So that happened. And then I wake up again at 3:30 and Isaac's literally just banging on his door. And I'm like, what the heck? He's refusing to go to sleep.
Did he wake Paisley up when he
No.
Oh, okay.
Not last night. But
Paisley
so he's literally
was banging.
Oh my gosh. He was so loud too.
That's
I was
funny.
like, what the heck are we doing? So then I had to get him. He fought his sleep. He would not fall back to sleep for at least an hour and a half. It was a rough night. Okay. I got the nightlights situated. Yeah. I bought new nightlights, new plugs, everything. So they got new nightlights.
So Paisley's staying the night here tonight. How will Isaac sleep without her?
Hopefully he doesn't wake up. He goes to bed before her.
Oh, okay. So he falls asleep every night.
Yeah, the kids are staggered.
Okay.
So Isaac goes to bed at 7. Theo goes to bed at 7:15. They have different rooms, those two. But then Paisley and Isaac share a room right now. So, Paisley goes to bed around 7:45, and then Mason gets to stay up until 8:30. But yeah, they're all staggered. They don't go to bed at the same time. None of them do.
Yeah.
So.
All right. Well, we will try to get the prizes out before the storm hits. Maybe. All right.
Yeah. Oh, hold on. It's home.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I've got to come over Monday to babysit, so we'll get it all worked out. All right. All right. Thanks so much. Have a great week.
Bye.
Bye.